Over the past year, Ubisoft has seen failure after failure, controversy after controversy, whether it's the upcoming release of Assassin's Creed Shadows, which very well may determine the future of this company, whether it's the crashing stock prices as games continue to fail, like Skull and Bones, like X-Defiant, and like Star Wars Outlaws, or whether it's the rumored impending sale or buyout because this company is in such dire financial straits. Well, once again, after already closing several studios last year, it looks like there's more layoffs on the way for Ubisoft. Ubisoft shuts down another studio, 185 jobs lost. And it's not just at that one studio, it's several studios that are affected by layoffs. But one studio is closing entirely. I believe it's the 5th studio that they will have closed in the past year or so. Ubisoft is closing down another studio and downsizing multiple others as part of its continuing restructurings. The company's closing down its Leamington-based studio in the UK while it reduces headcount at locations in Dusseldorf, Stockholm, and Newcastle. As part of our ongoing efforts to prioritize projects and reduce costs that ensure long-term stability at Ubisoft, we've announced targeted restructurings at Ubisoft Dusseldorf, Ubisoft Stockholm, and Ubisoft Reflections, and the permanent closure of the Ubisoft Leamington site. Unfortunately, this should impact 185 employees. The latest rounds of layoffs put 2025's count well over 500 known jobs lost, with estimates having it over 650. In 2024, the games industry saw 16,000 people lose their jobs. The Leamington studio closure becomes the 3rd studio in the last 5 months to be closed by Ubisoft. And spoiler alert, what did they work on most recently? Oh, Star Wars Outlaws. Yes, Ubisoft closes a Star Wars Outlaws studio, lays off 185 employees, and company's financial troubles deepen ahead of Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is abysmal, but this is what happens when you continue to put out projects that fail. Whether it's Skull and Bones, that spent nearly a decade in development. I think a lot of us remember all of the discussions surrounding Skull and Bones for years and years and years. Nearly $800 million reportedly went into that, and it completely and totally flopped upon release. And then Star Wars Outlaws, connected to a massive IP in Star Wars, that was a complete disaster for them. And all of this is just a reflection of where Ubisoft is as a company. They've continued to insert things into games and franchises that people don't want instead of focusing on the actual entertainment value of the property. They've continued to lie to people over and over again. Whether it was about the stability of Star Wars Outlaws, we all remember when that came out, and they promised, oh, there's so much interest in this, the game is bug-free, no problems, and it came out, it was a buggy, glitchy mess. Not to mention, people just didn't like the story. They didn't like the character. It didn't resonate with people, and they had no fucking interest. When you see trailers, whether it's gameplay trailers, story trailers, when you see them get a massive amount of dislikes, a massive amount of backlash surrounding them, that's not just one-off, two-off little things. That's not a couple Twitter posts that go viral. That's not that. That's the overwhelming majority of people who have seen this, who are looking at it, that are saying this looks like shit. Especially when you consider the vast majority of people cannot see the dislike button. Now, oftentimes I'll show you guys the amount of dislikes we have on YouTube videos or things like that, especially in regards to the Star Wars Outlaws trailers or the Assassin's Creed Shadows trailers. It's because I have a specific Chrome extension that allows me to see it. The vast majority of people that come upon that, whether they're watching on their phones, their TV, their PC, most people do not have that extension. So most people, it's not like they're starting in a pile on. They just think it looks like shit, bottom line. And so Star Wars Outlaws, after them telling us, oh my gosh, it's going to be so amazing, it's going to be so successful, after the games journalists and the media lying about it, lying about these games time after time, after Ubisoft lying about continuing X-Defiant, despite the fact that they planned on not only stopping to support the game, but just closing all these studios, it's just further evidence of what a hole Ubisoft finds itself in. And certainly with Assassin's Creed Shadows right around the corner, that failure or success could very well determine the path forward for Ubisoft if they get bought out by somebody, if they sell to somebody, if they take it private. Who knows? But this company continues to show the dire straits they're truly in. Yet another studio closed, nearly 200 more people out of jobs because of the mismanagement by Ubisoft. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.